Hello, welcome to Animes, another weekly roundup of Anime figure releases. This will be the Scales figure we're looking at today, and this will be from the 26th of February to the 2nd of March. We'll get straight on into it. There's only a few, there's not that many really overall of these figures. Girls Frontline ZB26, the 1000th Paper Crane Heavy damage version for 33,000 yen by Shibuya Scramble figure. Coming out in September 2024. Not too bad. Girls Frontline ones they normally always seem to be like, damaged versions of these. So you always get a bit of damage mark. I think there were some burn marks, if I remember. Yeah, some singe marks here on the dress, which actually look quite convincing overall for her being caught in some sort of fire. Although you expect there to be more fire if this part of the dress is caught damaged that much. But yeah, no, it looks good. Quite like the paint job overall. 33,000 yen is quite expensive, but I think, I guess with the amount of plastic for the dress and the detailing they've got going in the dress, it's not too bad overall. It is mainly just sculpting. The paintwork in the dress is pretty simple. Obviously they concentrate on the damage marks, and her hair colour is very well done, and so is the weapon. So that's about it in terms of the highlights from that figure. League of Legends, Vayne, the Night Hunter 1/7 by Good Smile Arts Shanghai, 24,100 yen. I don't play League of Legends, so I'm not familiar with this character. It might be a new character, I have no idea. The pose looks really good. Sculpting in the suit looks really good, especially on the torso. You can see the folds and ripples as it's under tension, and then the knee joints. So overall, really good quality. I think the paint job looks really good as well. Hopefully it doesn't come on a clear base, although some people might prefer clear base, because then you can put that on whatever sort of diorama picture sort of thing underneath if you want to, or background cover. And 24,000 yen is quite a good price, especially for how dynamic and the quality of the paintwork you're getting on there. In terms of support, it looks like it is being held up just on these two parts of the cape. So there's probably just rods that come into the bottom of those two. So you just want to be wary when you're mounting those so you don't scratch that. Vermeil in Gold, Vermeil Bunny, quarter scale by Freeing for 33,000 yen. I was expecting this to come out actually sooner, to be honest. Although I don't remember seeing a non-painted version that's come from like One Festival or anything, any of the other announcements last year. So this came out of nowhere to me. But nope, a very good looking Freeing. Definitely a bit more dynamic, obviously teasing us a bit more by just covering the chest area. And those flopped overs, very much on the risky side, but very good overall. And the fact she's crouching down makes it a lot easier for fitting into your shelf. So quite good as well. I think 33,000 yen is going to be the new normal now on these Freeing figures, which is an increase, but it's not getting 40,000 yen or anything like that. Although a lot of Freeing figures have been sort of, once they've been released, they've come down in price generally a little bit, or sometimes even by loads, depending on the figure itself. But very good looking thing, and I really enjoyed the anime as well. Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0 Thrice Upon a Time, Asuka Langley Shikigami. By Wanderer for 16,930 yen. I think overall good price as well for it being a 1/7 in her basic suit, which I think most people prefer them in their plug suits overall. And the shading they've got going on here, you can actually see how thin the suit is, and you can see the skin tone through that. So that's actually a good, nice detail to have as well. Definitely makes it a lot more appealing, I think, as well to people overall. So very good figure, and I think that the price is actually really good. If you're big into Evangelion, then worth getting. That's Jan 2025. I'm very tempted to just add this to my bookmarks to keep an eye on it, and then possibly get it when it comes out. Pop-up parade now. We've got a couple of pop-up parades from the 7 Deadly Sins. Dragon Judgment Elizabeth, 4,170 yen. Bog standard pop parade. We've also got Meliodas, and we've got Merlin as well. I don't know if there's been other pop parades of the 7 Deadly Sins. This one seems to be based off of the movie, I think, which I'm guessing is the movie Dragon Judgment. I've only watched the first 2 seasons, so I'm not too familiar with what happens when later on in the seasons or the other any movies that they've done. But June 2024 looks like for all of them. Oh, July 2024. So they're perfectly fine. And if I don't think, as I said, I don't think we've had any, like Elizabeth or Meliodas pop parades before, or Merlin. So if it's good that it's taken them a long time to do them, since obviously 7 Deadly Sins has been up for quite a number of years now. Pop-up parade, Anime JoJo Bizarre Adventures, Stardust Crusaders, Dio, 4,170 yen. Looks fine, sort of basic Dio from JoJo's Bizarre. I've not watched JoJo, so I'm not too familiar with it. And that's September 2024. And then we've also got Jotaro as well, Kujo, 4,170 yen. And this one's August 2024. He looks fine as well. Again, it's Pop-Up Parade, so, you know, if you're starting out collecting, or there's not a scale of it, then you can expect almost guaranteed there'll be an Nendroid or a Pop-Up Parade of these figures from IPs you've seen before. Then we've got a 1/6 scale of the Demon Sword Master Excalibur Regina Mercedes in a bunny costume with nip slip gimmick as well. So you can cast off as well, and that's October 24 for 20,800 yen. Good price, and this obviously matches up with them doing a full set of 4. So yeah, there's a nip slip option there. So yeah, you'll be able to get all 4 of them. So I'm keeping an eye on them. I'm adding them to my bookmarks basically, because I reckon these might go down a bit in terms of price once they're released. I think because they're from Nippon Columbia. It's not, you know, a hugely well-known manufacturer, and I think the other one, the release cut like early January. I think that one is actually still up for pre-order, so it's not as if they sold out either, or I mean, they haven't sold out of their allotment. So I would just bookmark these really and wait till release. This one's October 24. And then they also do the slightly more expensive version, which comes with, what extras do you get here? Illustration acrylic stand, so you're just getting an acrylic stand with it as well. So that's just for a bit more money. And then you got the acrylic stand one with a clear file. So you've got 3 tiers basically. I'll just get the basic one, and then as I'd wait till they come out once they're released. We've got Girls Frontline PA15 Marvelous Yam Pastry Heavy Damaged by Fat Company for 25,900 yen, coming out in Jan 2025. Very much like a lolly kind of girl, very, very close to, you know, being fully exposed there in the chest area. Whether you could force it off, I don't know. I'd wait till other people have got this in to try it. I don't know if Fat Company have done like underneath the painted and whatnot before, so I don't know. You'd probably want to see if Fat Company have had other figures that you have been able to force cast off them, which means removing the clothing. Isaki Siren illustration by Mashiro K.TA 1/7 by Omaha for 17,600 yen. Again, another new manufacturer they're not too wary of. Good price overall, I think, and it's just like sort of baseball sports attire, looks like, with a big puffy jacket. It looks not too bad overall. Pretty simple design, based off of some sort of OC art, I'd expect. Let's see who the artist, sculptor is Bimba. So not much really. So yeah, pretty lax on the details, unfortunately, from this. A-Force X Dragon Horse Mighty Romantic Comedy Snafu completion Yukino 1/7 by A-Force. So not heard of this one. 13,580 yen. Good price, I think, as well for a 1/7 scale, which it seems like has a decent amount of, you know, slightly above average paint job, slightly above average effort as well, and you know, being the sort of cat theming going on, it's yeah, it's not too bad. And swimsuit, I guess, hybrid between the two, swimsuit and cat theme. So not bad price, May 2024. And we got Chow Cinnamon 1/6 by Koikoi, which seems to be another manufacturer like Animista, where they're doing really budget, like 1/6 scale, 1/7 scale figures. So this was 6,130 yen in September 2024. Again, I think a lot of people will be jumping on this one, you know, for just the price of it. As long as it's cute and it's something you can see having in your collection, you can't really moan for the price of it. It's 6,000 yen. Being, you know, and the hair sculpt, I would say the hair paint work is probably where they concentrate the most. Obviously, they've not done any skin shading or anything like that, which makes sense with it being a very cheap figure. But there's definitely a lot more effort put into it than you'd expect from this price category. Pop-Up Parade, Needy Streamer Overload, Omegawa Kawaii Angel, 4,170 yen. I don't recognize this, if this is some sort of VTube or something maybe. Pretty cute, pretty vibrant colours, obviously with the pinks and blues. Very much like representative of like Miku, I guess Hatsune I guess you could say. That's coming out in July 2024. Neptunia Virtual Stars, Neptune 1/7 by Falenio 20,990 yen. Maybe a bit high for 1/7 scale. You know, it's very simple base. There's no extra scenery going on to it, so you're paying purely for the figure really. And the figures looks fine, looks cute. Paint job looks okay, pretty good overall. The clasp paintwork is not too bad. There's like tiny bits of spillover. You could see from the paintbrush marks on the trim. But apart from that, it's not too bad. But yeah, I don't think it's worth that kind of price. Azulane Kashino Hot Springs Relaxation TF Edition Core Scale by Mimyu for 33,230 yen. Just waiting for this one to come out. So this is one without a base. They do 3 different tiers basically. So this is the bog standard one with like a nameplate. And then for 36,360 yen, you get a actual large acrylic base to rest her on, so that she's not, you know, scratching up your shelf or getting paint transfer from her to the shelf. And with it, the acrylic base, I guess, would probably be what most people should go for at least. Unless if you're going to be putting her on like some sort of carpet or something, which is what I'm planning to do, and save, you know, 3,000 yen, which is about 15 quid, so you can get, you know, a piece of faux carpet to put her on anyways for less than that, and that will at least protect her more so than the acrylic stand, acrylic base, where she could still get paint transfer and scratch if she moves around a lot. Normally you won't, obviously, when she's on the shelf, but if you're moving her and dusting her off, then maybe get a faux level one. And then you got the top end, most expensive one, which comes with a clear file for 38,280 yen. This one I will pretty much almost guaranteed be getting in February 2025. Yeah, definitely want Kashinos, which she's one of my favourites from Azulane. And then finally we got Gem Series Naruto Shippuden. Uzumaki's 6th Paths mode, 15th anniversary by Mega House for 24,200 yen. So obviously you're paying for it being Uzumaki in his 6th stage pass with a huge obviously Wolf's Claw coming out of his chakra. So the rod is the only thing that's let me down, but they have to do like a metal rod, I would suppose, and that's going to be at the point of balance there most likely as well. So center point of mass. So yeah, that might make sense, and a metal rod makes more sense so you don't get drooping, whereas if you had a plastic rod it could just end up snapping even from the base. The metal ones can snap from base, so that's something you just have to be wary of with these figures. That does it for the scale figures. The following video will be the Nendroids of from the 26th to the 26th of February to the 2nd of March. Please comment, like and subscribe, and like normal, the links for all these figures that will be in the description down below, and I shall catch you in the next video. Thank you very much. Bye.